Well, welcome back to SunTrust Park, Braves fans. Kevin McAlpin with 680 The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. We're getting you set for Game 2 of the Braves and the Phillies, and it comes your way tonight at 7:20 p.m. Eastern, right here on 680 The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Of course, this series got off to a great start if you're a fan of the home team. Braves walking off winners last night in a game that saw them score 3 runs in the bottom of the ninth, and the punctuation mark set by Brian McCann, and we'll tell you all about that in just a minute. If you may have left early or maybe you've gone to bed early, you missed quite a thrilling finish here in front of the largest crowd of the season at SunTrust Park last night. Braves enter 41-29. They're 2.5 games up over the second-place Phillies in the National League East standings. Of course, the Braves enter having won 8 consecutive ball games, and again, last night, no different than what we've seen from this team throughout the course of the last couple of years. Never quit, never give up. They chip away with a couple of runs in the 8th inning, and they walk it off on Brian McCann's 2-run single to left field, which just so happened to be career RBIs number 999 and 1,000. So congratulations to Brian McCann. Great scene in the clubhouse last night as his teammates toasted a monumental accomplishment for BMAC. He saw his teammates celebrate Nick Markakis earlier in the week, and Brian McCann joined the 1,000 RBI club last night. Now, I threw this out on Twitter last night. If you may have missed this, let's just analyze how unique of a club this 1,000 RBI club is. There have been almost 19,500 players in Major League Baseball history. There have been just 252 with 1,000 or more RBIs. Now, RBI became an official statistic back in 1920, so it's been about 100 years. But think about it like this. 252 players in Major League history have accomplished that feat, and we've seen it happen twice here in a week for teammates, Nick Markakis and Brian McCann. So really a remarkable accomplishment, shows the longevity and the work ethic of both those two guys to accomplish just a tremendous career goal. And Brian McCann certainly enjoying that moment with his teammates last night, not only in the clubhouse but on the field when he was mobbed. And again, the Braves celebrated their 8th consecutive win last night. Yogi Berra, if you were curious, has the all-time record among catchers with 1,430 runs driven in his Hall of Fame career. Of course, the Braves, as I mentioned, they've won 8 in a row, and that's the first time they've done that since May 17th to 25th of 2013. And of course, that was a year that saw them win 96 games and win the National League East. So hopefully that's an omen that bodes well for the Braves as they go forward. 23-9 since Brian Snitker made the lineup change, moving Ronald Acuna Jr. back to the top of the order, and they've scored 6 or more runs in 6 consecutive ball games. So this offense, top to bottom, really clicking here for the Atlanta Braves. How about Sean Newcomb? He gets to start for the Braves tonight. And of course, Nuke made a couple of starts in the beginning of the year in the rotation, was sent back to AAA. And since he's returned in that relief role, he's been extremely effective. 16 appearances as a reliever for Sean Newcomb, a 142 earned run average. Opponents are hitting just 227 against him coming out of the Braves bullpen. He's given up just 2 walks with 21 strikeouts. So he really found his confidence. He worked on some stuff down at AAA, but getting more on the attack, throwing more strike one, not finding himself in hitters counts left and right. Big time adjustments for Sean Newcomb, and he's probably on a limit somewhere between 75 and 85 pitches here tonight. So we'll see how far the Braves decide to roll with him. But his last time out, 4 2/3 innings of relief, and he threw about 55 pitches in that relief appearance. So he's gassed up, he's ready to go, and again, the Braves aren't going to push him, which is why they made the roster move today. Dan Winkler option to AAA Gwinnett. Huascar Inwa, the right-hander, the young right-hander joining the Braves bullpen here tonight, and he's been starting with AAA Gwinnett, so he gives the ball club some depth in the pen should they need it if Newcomb isn't able to go up to that 75 to 80 pitch mark. Aaron Nola, he gets the ball for the Phillies here tonight. He enters 6-1 on the year with a 458 earned run average. Been a much different season for Aaron Nola. You'll recall last year, he finished 3rd in the Cy Young voting in the National League. Last season, he allowed 3 earned or fewer in 29 of his 33 starts. How about this year? 14 starts this year. He's allowed 3 earned or more in 8 of those 14 starts this season. So he's been a different guy, and you have to wonder if losing Rick Kranitz, the pitching coach, who is now here in Atlanta, you wonder if that has had an effect on Aaron Nola here in 2019. Again, Braves are looking for 9 in a row. They give the ball to Nuke, and the first pitch is set for 7:20 p.m. Eastern. Ben Ingram and Jim Powell, they've got the call for you right here on the Fan and the Braves Radio Network. So if you can't be here at the ballpark, we're expecting another capacity crowd here at SunTrust Park tonight. Pull us up if you're at the pool, at the beach, wherever you may be, right here on 680 The Fan, or all across the Southeast, right here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.